Rocky Woods. I'm one of the chefs at Briscola. I'm gonna give you a pasta making tutorial. Alright, we're gonna make pasta dough. First we start with 4 quarts of durum flour, 4 quarts of AP flour, those are both combined in this container. And we have a dozen eggs. We have 1.5 quarts of distilled water. We have 2 tablespoons of salt and 1 cup of Arbequina olive oil. We first begin by putting the flour in a large mixing bowl. The dough we're going to be mixing with a large hook, referred to as a dough hook. We start on a low setting so that all the flour doesn't blow out. We incorporate the 2 different types of flour so it's homogeneous. We then will add the salt. And begin incorporating the eggs, which we do one at a time. I just turned up the mixer speed to a medium speed so we can start to incorporate ingredients faster. When the eggs are all added, the flour will start to combine with the moisture of that, and it starts to form small pebble-like lumps. So we slowly trickle the water in as to not form uneven clumping. Once half the water is added, we'll add the olive oil. The olive oil smooths out the dough. Also gives it a richer flavor. Now that half the water and the olive oil is added, we'll turn up the speed of the mixer to high. And start incorporating the rest of the water. Before all the water is added, take a look at it. It's sort of chalky consistency. It's not completely combined, but it will as soon as it's just kneaded more. At this point, we want to scrape the side of the bowl, make sure that we get all flour. Then we'll go back to mixing. So now we transfer the dough to a larger mixer. We do this so that we can beat it more vigorously. Now that the dough is complete, it forms into larger chunks, and it's very elastic. We've activated the gluten structures in it at this point, and that's what we're looking for. That's what gives you that nice little tooth texture in al dente pasta. So we just came upstairs with a large batch of pasta dough, cut it with a pizza cutter into smaller portions. Roll it out in the machine. I'm going to knead it into 4-inch wide segments so we can get full width sheets out of it. It's ideal, I think. So we're going to take it to the pasta machine. We start on a roller spacing of 6, and then you slowly feed it in. It comes out the bottom where you catch it. And then you just loop it over. We always want to change the direction of the dough because of the elastic properties of it. In other words, it'll shrink back on you. We change the setting again. After we roll it through 3 times, we change the setting so that it's slightly thinner each time. Change the setting now. This is our final setting of 2 millimeters. It's nice and thin for cut pasta. Make sure that we flour it well so it doesn't stick together. We cut off any of the awkward ends that are bunched together or stuck together. And because our pasta is going to be 10-inch long sections, we're going to cut it in 10-inch squares. Flour the paper that we put it on so it doesn't stick. Pasta sheets go straight on there. We'll let the pasta sheets rest for about 40 minutes so that they get a little drier. In other words, they won't cut through right. And those are our pasta sheets.